It's rew-who in Brooklyn, and my who just like stepped outside for a minute, and now he will be fashionably late, and I know he's here already because I saw him. And we will introduce James as he strolls back in. He doesn't understand that 4 o'clock means 4 o'clock, but I try to keep it on time because we have a busy show today, and it is National Hot Buttered Rum Day, so our wonderful, wonderful branded saloon is going to be supplying some of their special hot buttered rum. So we always love this branded saloon. But let's see what else happened on this crazy day. January 17th, rew-who in Brooklyn. Let's see what happened on this day. Today is also the Blessing of the Animals at the Cathedral Day. So please remember, if you have any animals, please bring them to the cathedral and bless them. And here is James. James, it's 4 o'clock. So you want to just come sit right here? Come on, James. You are our co-host of this day. Thank you so much for being here.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah. Come, you know what? Scoot up just a little bit over right now. And we'll, yeah. There you go. So James.
Yes.
Say your name.
My name is Jaime Francisco GiRoNa.
Oh, really?
James GiRoNa.
Okay.
Yes.
And tell us all the things you do, James, because I know you're a busy, busy man.
Well, I take a lot of LSD with Viagra, and I masturbate most of the time.
Okay, and do you know that it is National Butter Rum Day?
It is
You are the
National Butter Rum
first
Day.
to have one,
Yeah.
and the whole point of the butter rum is you get a butter rum when you tell a skeleton, and you gave one without me even asking.
Oh,
so that's why I guess you're taking
You mean
one.
I took one without even asking?
But you already told us, like,
Oh.
is that not a skeleton in your closet?
No, it's not a skeleton in my closet.
So
Who doesn't whack off on LSD?
I don't.
Well, you should. Well, anyway, I am basically.
I don't have a wank thing like you do.
Well, you don't need one.
Exactly. I know.
You don't need one. Trust me. I mean, you know, if person out there is not masturbating, whether you're a boy or a girl,
Well, masturbating is different.
there has to be no. But I mean, like, you know, like sometimes masturbating is better than actual sex. I mean, like, you know, actual sex you have to please another person. When you're by yourself, it's just, you know.
Pleasing yourself.
Yeah, like put something in your ass, like whatever you want to do. It's fine.
Well, you know, for you maybe it's in your ass.
Well.
Yeah. Well, let's see what else happened. Oh my God! Speaking of people that put something in their ass, you know what happened on this day?
What's that?
After stripping Lance Armstrong of his 7 Tour de France titles, then the IOC take away the cyclist's bronze medal from the 2000 Summer Olympics while he was found guilty of doping. That happened on this day 1 year ago. Well, Lance Armstrong.
Look,
He's in the A-Rod group now, right?
Here's my take on that. It's
Okay.
like the Olympics are a ancient game,
Yes.
right? Done by an ancient people, the Greeks, right?
Yes.
Now the Greek, if you're a athlete and you're living in the time of
Ancient Greece.
ancient Greece, you are going to take any kind of potion or do any kind of magic that's going to increase your ability to play the game.
Right, so they've been doing this all
Because
the
if you
time.
lose the game, don't they kill you or something like that? Or
Behead
those
you?
the Aztecs? I don't know.
I don't know.
But you know, so I don't really see a problem with people dosing to.
I just think they all do. It's just when they get caught, it becomes such a big scandal.
I think they should do it more. I think we should have monster freaks out there playing games, killing each other. That would make sports interesting.
Oh, like the Hunger
interesting
Games?
to me. No, not like Hunger Games. No, like in football, there should be like an extra down where everybody puts on like real armor and axes and goes out there and destroys each other.
Like gladiators?
Yeah,
almost?
that I would watch. That I could get into. Like watching dudes run around with, I don't know, I don't want to insult anybody who really likes sports.
So you're into violence?
No, I'm just not into sports.
Okay. Today, President Clinton faces sexual harassment charges from Paula Jones on this day.
That was a while ago.
Yeah, 98. Good old President Clinton. Gotta love that guy. What else happened? Liz Taylor was released from the hospital after hip treatment on this day. Do you like Elizabeth
Still
Taylor?
sexy.
Yeah, that's
Liz Taylor
good
and
for
Jane
you.
Fonda. I tell you what,
She's still
I got to do some personal shopping for Jane Fonda once.
Oh
and
my, what'd she want?
I was working at the Butterfield Market, and I was a personal shopper, and she came in to get yogurt or something like that. And
What flavor?
actually, no, she just, I don't know why she came in, but I did some shopping for her. She was talking with the owner, 70 years old, fucking sexy as all hell.
Yeah.
Definitely thought about her for like 3 or 4 weeks.
Aww. Well, do you know she got kicked out of college
She did.
for being naked running around?
Wow.
They
That's
said you
very
had
nice.
to wear gloves to some event. It was Vassar, I think.
If only she knew when I was 13, her workout video was definitely on my A-list.
I think she at Vassar, they had a party where it said you must wear gloves, and she showed up with gloves and nothing else. And she got kicked out of school.
That's cool.
I know.
That's something
She was
I know.
always something cool. Today, Sarah Ferguson attends a dinner at the Everglades Club. And Jews are not allowed at that club.
When was this?
1992.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. It's one of those clubs.
That's crazy. Who'd have thought people still hate the Jews?
Oh, come on. Everybody does. Not everybody, but, not in New York, I hope.
Not in New York.
I hope not.
This
New
is
York
like
is
this
like-
is like East Israel. If you hate the Jews here, you're gonna have major problems.
East Israel, you called it? That's funny.
Yeah, well,
That's good. I like it. I love New York. But New York accepts everyone. That's why New York, when people say,
New York is the best place in the world.
I agree. And
Best place in the world. Wherever I go, I miss this place. I gotta come back.
I agree, but like the thing, when people say, oh, it's so dangerous, I think the dangerous part is when you leave it and you realize that it's not like this.
The dangerous
That's the most
part. The dangerous part is when you become lactose intolerant and you can no longer eat the pizza.
That's my list.
Imagine that type of torture. Imagine coming to New York and you can't eat the pizza.
Well, we didn't rate number one. All right, what else happened? Oh, this is terrible, terrible. A gunman opened fire in California schoolyard. 5 students slain and 30 wounded on this day. Terrible, terrible. Yeah,
That's
I don't
pretty
like
horrible.
that. That's fucked up. All right, what else happened on this day? The Supreme Court rules 5-4 that it is okay for private use of home VCRs to tape TV programs for later viewing, and that does not violate federal copyright laws.
Well, that's
Wow,
great.
so that was like
Now, if
legal
only-
pirating, right?
If only back then you could figure out how to program a VCR.
Yeah, that was 1984.
Who
when everything-
uses VCRs anymore?
Well, this is
I actually have a big
1984.
collection of
But I
VHS.
guess wouldn't it move with the times and turn into like all the other things that you can copy now?
Yes.
Digital
you
copying
can
or
do
whatever?
that still.
All right, so I Write the Songs by Barry Manilow hit number 1 on this day. Yeah, I got it.
At the Copacabana.
I heard that song at the
Have
Copa.
you ever been to the Copa?
I was.
You were at there?
And
I've never been there.
I was at the Copa, and I heard them play that song. It was the most fun minute
That
of my
is
life.
legendary.
It was so much fun. I really had fun.
That's
that night.
legendary.
That was fun. Beatles released Yellow Submarine album in the UK on this day.
My least favorite Beatles song.
It's the album. It's your least favorite Beatles
No, I like.
album?
No, it's just that one song.
I work with kids though, and they freaking love that
Kids
song.
love that
and,
song.
And I used to
I
work
don't
with
know.
this one group that we would sing it, and they would go, "We all live in a yellow submarine."
I
No, we
used to-
don't. No, we don't.
I used to.
And that
I-
would be the
I-
line after. I always hear that song now, like with "No, we don't." After it.
Those kids, you gotta slap them around.
I love them.
You know, I always lived with the Beatles and grew up with their songs, but as I got older, I found myself less and less able to relate to the songs that the Beatles sing, because by the time they were in their 20s and early 30s, these guys were like rock stars, and they're kind of singing about stuff that relates to that, whereas I'm like playing guitar on the subway, and so it doesn't talk to me the way it used to.
And look, the ghost of Michael Jackson just appeared. I love Michael Jackson.
The Ghost of Sir Alec Guinness.
Yes. The debut album of Led Zeppelin was released in the U.S. on this day.
In the days of my youth, I was shown what it means to be a man. One of my most favorite albums in the whole world.
Oh, look at that. One of your
was
least
the
favorite and one of your most
first
favorite.
rock and roll song I actually ever heard was that one.
Nice. Martin Luther King Jr. opens campaign in Chicago on this day. MLK. His birthday was Wednesday. The trial of the U.S. Communist Party members began in New York City on this day in 1948. Auschwitz concentration camp began evacuation on this day. I actually visited Auschwitz. It was pretty crazy. The big, I mean, besides seeing all the things you see, there were little kids once again on a class trip, and when they saw we were from America, all they kept saying was like, "Do you have gum? Gum? Chewing gum?" That's what I remember about Auschwitz.
That's what the German
little kids wanted.
It
wasn't only German; it was like kids like on class trips visiting. They wanted American chewing
Why,
gum.
they don't have gum in there?
I don't know. Maybe they're not allowed to chew it.
Where is Auschwitz? It's in Austria.
Poland.
It's in Poland.
Yep.
There's no gum in Poland.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a big delicacy. Popeye makes his first appearance in a comic strip, Thimble Theater, on this day. George marries Gracie on this day. George Burns and Gracie Allen, I love them. The flush toilet was patented on this day by Mr. Thomas Crapper, and that was his real name.
That's his real name?
Honest,
Thomas
that was
Crapper?
his real name.
It is. I googled it.
That's really
Today, if it wasn't for Thomas Crapper, we would not have.
We wouldn't have the share.
Flushing. Yeah.
That's really incredible.
Exactly.
I would like to make a air freshener that also plays drums, like a roll or a little sample of drums, like the opening for Hot for Teacher. That way you can, just like a drum roll. That way when you go to the bathroom, because the toilet bowl, like if any kind of sound goes in there, it acts kind of like an amplifier.
Yeah, it does.
It's kind of like, so you need like.
Yeah, so when you flush
a
your
drum
drugs
solo,
down
a
the
drum
toilet,
solo.
when the police are coming, or your phone, yeah. Birthdays today. Today is Ray J's birthday.
Who's
Brandy's
Ray J?
brother, who sleeps with everyone. He's the one that made Kim Kardashian
His dick is famous.
I don't know who this is.
Do you know who Kim Kardashian is?
I know she's a person.
Did you hear that she got famous from a sex tape?
I know. I don't.
Well, he is the reason. He is the sex. And he was with Whitney Houston when she died.
Really?
Yeah, he gets all the women, man. And then, I don't know, something
Gee,
about Ray J.
It's really hard to fucking screw some chick on crack.
Well, not really. Zoe Deschanel's birthday is today. Kid
love
Rock's birthday is today.
I loved her until I saw her in an interview.
Yeah, I felt the same way.
She totally wasn't the person
Yeah,
from,
I know
from the movies.
I know exactly what you mean. I felt the same way. But do you like Kid Rock? I like Kid Rock. He's funny. It's Michelle Obama's birthday today. It's the first lady.
Hey, Michelle
She's
Obama.
50 today.
Thanks for the telephone.
Yeah, thanks for what?
I got two of them.
What telephone?
They have Obama phones.
The Obama phones.
Really?
Not literally, but like Assurance Wireless.
This is,
it's like the government phone.
Wait, this is the new one.
Is that like
It's
Batman?
a phone. It has a camera on it.
Oh my God,
That's an
that's so
Obama phone?
fancy.
It's an Obama phone, yeah.
Is it a smartphone?
No, it's not
It's a dumb
smart.
phone?
It's a phone.
It's a retarded phone.
I don't get it, but that's okay. It's
it's a
Susanna
multiple
Hoff's
personality
birthday
phone.
today.
Yay!
Jim Carrey's birthday. Wasn't Zoe Deschanel and Jim Carrey in a movie together? Wow, they have the same birthday. Look at that. Susanna Hoffs, we know her from the Bangles. It is Kajagoogoo. Remember that band? Jez Strode. He was a member of Kajagoogoo. Paul Young.
Thank God for Kajagoogoo.
Yeah, Paul Young, Every Time You Go Away, his birthday. Steve Earle's birthday is today. Robert Kennedy Jr. There's a ton of freaking birthdays. Andy Kaufman's birthday is today. Latka. Oh, he's the best. Shari Lewis from Lamb Chop.
Is she still alive?
She's born in the Bronx.
She's gone, right?
I think she is, but I actually knew her sister. My mother was good friends with.
This is the song that never ends.
My mother was
ever.
good friends with.
My friends.
Yep, Paul Revere. Paul Revere from Paul Revere and the Raiders. Muhammad Ali's birthday is today.
Hey.
I'm telling you, Mick Taylor from the Rolling Stones' birthday is today.
Like a butterfly, I'd sting like a bee.
James Earl Jones's birthday is today.
And he's still alive.
Adele Sassoon's birthday is today. Boy, did he change the hair industry.
Adele Sassoon.
Eartha Kitt's birthday is today. The original Batwoman. She was Batwoman, Catwoman.
She was beautiful.
Moira Shearer, I have to say her because she was in this movie called The Red Shoes. That was like the most insane ballet movie that my daughter, when she was little, she had to watch The Red Shoes over and over and over because at the end of it she falls in front of a train and gets hit, and my daughter just would leap off into the floor and pretend she was The Red Shoes. So Moira Shearer, God bless you. Rock Hudson's birthday is today. This doesn't end. Betty White's birthday.
90 fucking 2 years old.
Can't end because you're talking about people who have already passed away.
Betty White?
If you go, there's probably 1 million people who've been born today if we go all the way back
I know,
history
but
or
these are like
history.
a lot of people we've heard of. And the last one I'm going to say is, guess who? Benjamin Franklin's birthday is today.
See, Benjamin Franklin's birthday.
Is that a hot buttered rum?
Sir Francis Drake.
It is? Do you have shot glasses?
Charlemagne's birthday was today.
No, it's
What? You actually know when it is? When Charlemagne's birthday is?
No, I don't.
Oh.
If it's on one of my show days, I'll say it, but I forget. I don't retain anything. And angels, we also celebrate people who pass away on this date. And Bobby Fischer, remember him?
What was he?
He
Bobby
was
Fischer.
wasn't he the chess player?
Bobby Fischer. Didn't he? Wasn't he?
Yeah.
Wasn't he related to Amy Fisher?
No, Amy Fisher is
No?
the other one.
Oh.
She's the one with Mary Jo Buttafuoco.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Wasn't that her husband?
Bobby Fischer?
Wasn't that Amy Fisher's
No!
husband? Bobby Fischer?
Same name.
Oh,
No.
all right.
Richard Crenna passed away on this day. Gary Gilmore, executed in Utah. First U.S. execution since 1967.
Did his eyes pop out of his head? Was it lethal injection?
I don't
Did they have
know.
to
Billy
do twice?
Stewart, the singer of I Do Love You, dies in an auto accident at 32. I thought that was a little
Oh.
tragic. Thomas Franklin, English Smith's uncle of Ben Franklin, died on this day. So he died on Ben's birthday.
Are we gonna go through Benjamin Franklin's whole family tree?
Nope, that's it. Pier Francesco Cavelli, the Italian opera composer, is an angel with us today. And the last angel is Theodosius I, who was the great Spanish
Theodosius
emperor
I.
of Rome.
That's a name.
And he died at 49 years old. But I do want to say
How
one
long
thing.
was his reign?
I just want to say, I don't know, but one horrible thing, and this is an angel, is that little boy Avante who disappeared in October.
Oh,
They have
yeah.
found body parts in the East River that washed up on Queens and clothing that they say could be him.
I'm
and
gonna
I
eat
just
it. I'm
wanna
gonna have a meal
rub
of hot key later on today.
Little Avante.
Hope that I don't get any of that.
And yay,
Yeah.
Danny Leach.
Danny Leach, he won a lighter. He was our 3,000th like on the rew-who page. He's in Ohio. We're going to get you that lighter to
Dayton,
Ohio,
Ohio.
Danny Leach. And we will be right back after.
Oh, hi, Danny Leach.
Yay! See you in a minute.